A slacker suddenly discovered how ridiculously easy it was to fake a college acceptance letter. He scanned an acceptance letter from a prestigious university, copied the school crest and changed it to blue, then made up a school name. And just like that, he had a fake university acceptance letter. But to convince his dad that his underachieving son actually got into college, the acceptance letter alone wasn't enough. Bartleby enlisted his friend to help create a fake website for the school. Then he slipped the fake letter into his own mailbox and lounged on the couch, playing innocent. Later, his father brought the mail inside and handed it to him. Under his parents' expectant gaze, he opened the envelope.
Dear Bartleby, congratulations, you've been accepted!
They were absolutely stunned. The next day, his father approached him with a serious expression. Bartleby thought his dad had discovered the truth, but instead, his father said he'd checked out the school's website and it seemed like a decent university. Then he handed over the tuition money. Just when Bartleby thought he'd successfully fooled his father, his dad dropped a bombshell. He'd personally drive him to campus when school started. This sent Bartleby into a complete panic. He immediately met up with his friends to brainstorm a solution. Rory came up with an idea and led them to an abandoned psychiatric hospital. They decided to clean it up and transform it into their university. With some fresh paint, the patient rooms could pass for dorm rooms. They cleaned the hallways, though the bathrooms were the worst part. After installing the school name, their university was officially established. But they still needed a dean. Sherman remembered his uncle, who used to teach at Harmon College, but now worked as a children's clothing salesman. When Bartleby approached him about becoming dean of their school, he flat out refused. He was done with teaching. Right after that, a customer complained about him and his boss fired him on the spot.
Perhaps it is time to move on.
On the first day of school, they hired people to pose as students. When Bartleby's family dropped him off, they toured his dorm room, and everything looked surprisingly legitimate. After his parents chatted with the dean, they were impressed with the school and genuinely happy for Bartleby. After seeing his parents off, they thought this whole charade was finally over. They started gaming and celebrating when suddenly, there was a knock at the door. Bartleby assumed it was someone looking for the psychiatric hospital, but the guy said he'd been accepted to their school. Even worse, over 300 other students had also been accepted.